Okay everyone, we're back with another video on GT Sport. Obviously we're still waiting for Polyphony to get the T500 support sorted on the GT Sport for us, the T500 owners, and I've heard there is other T300 and some other people with Thrustmaster wheels that are also having issues with the support since the update. Some people are still working fine, but it just seems like they've messed it up big time, and hopefully this T500 issue is going to be sorted very soon, because I'm starting to run out of ideas what I can do. But I have got some ideas I can still do, because obviously I do my ultimate guides now where I go in depth on the track guides, so that's what I wanted to do while we're waiting for this patch to come out. So first up, I wanted to get this car with an ultimate guide out, because we've done a guide, a very basic, quick basic guide, just following the lap. So I wanted to go back at this lap. I wanted to get it cleaner when I did it, so it was in the track limits a lot more than the previous one, so we tried to keep it in the margins a lot better, and slowing it all down in the braking zones. We're going to pause it, we're going to take a screenshot, we're going to show the exact point that the brakes kick in, and when we're getting on the power and the amount of power we're putting in. It's really going to highlight, you know, like the half throttle situations. I want to try and give as much detail to everyone to help out as many people as I physically can. So what we're going to do first though is I'm going to let you watch the lap at full speed without any commentary. We're just going to take a look at it, and then we're going to come back and analyse the lap. So enjoy the lap, and then we'll be back very soon. Okay, as you can see there, the lap was fairly okay, a few little errors, but you know, we can get that better. We're going to point out where we made them mistakes. So going through to the last corner, get a nice wide entry, give yourself maximum speed going down the straight, let that hybrid kick in and work our way into the first braking zone. We're going to slow it down. You can see there we've got the other camera in the top right hand corner for people using that view to show you where you're braking. So we're slowing it down there in between the 150 and the 100, just short of the 100 there. Our initial braking kicks in, then we're going to brake trail braking all the way into the corner, and then just around this point now we're going to start putting our steering input in, and we're going to aim to hit that apex where the arrow is pointing at. You want to clip that curve. Looking on the top right hand camera, you can see there we really get the curve perfectly lined up there, and we get a real nice entry into that corner. A little bit of oversteer on the exit, but we managed to hold it. And at this point we're already going to consider putting the steering inputs back to the left to try and get over to that left hand side. And you can see at this point, look how hard it is for me to really spot my entry point into that corner. I had no line of sight with that big bar, and then at this point you're going to aim to hit that curve there, and real gentle throttle inputs. Look at that, we're only on half throttle inputs until we know we're safe, and then we put the full throttle down. We run a little bit wide, but look at that, we keep it just on the green Astro, and then we're going to start braking at this point now, just before that green Astro turf ends, and we're going to aim to get as close as curb. You want to get your left front tyre over this curb at this point, just so you can really line it up to attack the next point. And you can see again we're really gentle on the throttle inputs, and you can see now I'm starting to put my steering input back over to the other side already to turn it into this corner, and we're going to aim to get our right front tyre over that curb on the right hand side. You can see me aiming it up, and then more power, slowly feeding that power. Look how slow we're feeding the power, and then we're putting maximum power. We do run a little bit wide there, but I think that's acceptable on this track with this car. We didn't take any liberties running too far wide. And then going into the next braking zone, you can see we're going to start our braking inputs there, and we're already pretty much at the same time putting our steering inputs in for the left hand corner. And you want to stay as tight to this curb as possible, because we want to get the car over to that left hand side. So you want to bring the car over to that left hand side. You can see that as much as possible. You want to be where that arrow is, and then we're already starting to put our steering inputs back over to the right hand side to aim for that curb. Because of the camber on this corner, it will run you off wide, so you want to really stay nice and tight in on this apex. And again, you can see I'm not putting full throttle down, I'm just starting my gentle inputs on the throttle there, half throttle, then we know we've got the grip, we're flat out. And then we're going to work our way up to the next corner, which we're going to start braking. You're going to see this little bit of tarmac on the left hand side there. We're braking just as we go past that. That's where our initial braking inputs are starting, and then we're going to trail brake all the way into this corner, and again starting to put our steering inputs almost straight away after the braking. And I like to take quite a tight line in this corner. We did brake a little bit deep on this lap, but I do prefer running quite tight to the curb. If you get too far out to the left, you're going to lose time. And again, you're going to see the gentle throttle inputs coming in. Do not just slam that throttle down. You can see, look, we slowly built it up, and then once I felt the grip was there, I felt I was safe to put maximum throttle down. Then we do it, and then working our way through this real fast corner. This corner, you really want to start putting your inputs in really early. You can see already now I'm putting my left inputs into the steering wheel to get into this apex of the curb, and then you use all the width of the track available to you. Do not lift at all through this corner. If you get it right, you can take that flat fairly easily. Then working our way into the next braking zone, we're looking out for the 100 board on the right hand side, and we're going to start braking just short of that. You can see there, we're just starting our braking at this point, and we're going to downshift into 4th gear and 3rd gear, and then this is where we're going to start putting our steering inputs in now. We're going to aim to get our left hand tyre over the green part of Astro there. Use the green Astro, you see. We want that left hand tyre to clip that Astro, and just be careful of the rear end here. Now, we got it a little bit too aggressive, and you see I had to catch the rear end, but we got away with it into 4th gear. And then again, with early steering, but you really want to take a nice tight line into this corner. It allows you to get on the throttle a lot early and really get a good speed out the corner. So you can see again, we're putting gentle inputs on the throttle at this point. See, we're not putting maximum input, we're being really gentle with the throttle, and then when I know the grip's there, we're going flat out and putting the foot right down on the accelerator and working our way into the next braking zone. That will enable you to get real good speed all the way up this straight now. So we're going to then look out for the 100 board on the right hand side, braking just short of the 100 board. You can see there, that is where our braking inputs are starting. So we're braking a little bit short of it, downshifting, really aggressive downshifting, down into 2nd gear, and we really want to attack this curb. You see, we're attacking that curb, and then you want to try and straight line your car to that point where I'm aiming there. And again, we're being fairly gentle on the throttle inputs, you see there, not maximum inputs, and then once we know the grip's there, we're putting full throttle down. We had a little bit of a rear moment of oversteer, but we managed to catch it fairly easy. And then going into the final corner, we're already starting our braking there. I like to use the bit of tyre mark on the curb there as a reference for turning in. You can see I try and aim that front tyre to hit that. You see how we perfectly hit that tyre mark, and then you're going to try and keep it nice and tight in on this final corner. And again, be very patient with your throttle inputs. You can see I'm not putting the car flat into acceleration, I'm just being gentle, and then when I know the grip's there, then I'm going for it, and we work our way over the line. And we go over the line on 1 minute 39.6, and as you can see, there was a couple of errors. We could have got that down to a 39.3 or 4, so there's potential to get us at least to a 39.3, I would say. And if we really push it a little bit high, you can see there, that put us number 6 in the top 10 stars in Europe, which I was really happy about. Anyway guys, while I'm still waiting for this T500 support, this is what I'm going to try and do. Try and get a lot of guides out. We've got a couple of other laps I can use. They might be on slightly different BOPs, but I don't think the BOP is going to affect the track guide. The track guide is about entry points, braking points, steering inputs and stuff like that. That will not change really with a 1% increase in car power or a 1% added weight. It's not going to change enough for you to really make any difference on that. So this is all I can really do at the moment. I have another idea to do with liveries. I really want some people to start doing me some liveries for my YouTube channel, so that when I'm racing with my YouTube name and stuff and my logo on the car. I'm going to put the decal up on Gran Turismo as a to share it, so people can start making some liveries for me, and then I'll pick the ones, and you guys can see me racing your liveries when you do decide to do it, when I've got all the stuff on there for you to do. I think it would be quite a neat thing for me to be driving around with liveries created by my subscribers. It'd be nice to do, and it's quite a good idea to, you know, get you involved with the channel as well, and it'd be nice for you guys to see me driving with your livery, and other people can use it as well. It'd be really good to see my cars getting out there and being on replays and stuff. It'd be really nice to see. Anyway guys, I'm going to keep up with these track guides as much as I possibly can. Obviously I'm still doing other videos on Project Cars 2 and aesthetical, so feel free to check them out as well. I'm going to try and get some racing done on Project Cars 2 while I can't do much racing on this. So check out some race videos on that if I can get round to doing it. And hope you enjoyed the video. We're going to be back with more of these videos very soon. Thanks again for watching, everyone.